Cannot resize screen for Ubuntu VM in VirtualBox. I installed Ubuntu 14.04 LTS and 64 desktop on VirtualBox April 3, 2026, which is running on OS X 10.10 and 64, and the only option for screen resolution is 640 by 480. This resolution is found under the System Settings and GT, Displays and GT, Resolution, drop-down menu. I've tried installing the DKMS package and VirtualBox guest editions, which wasn't able to be found. Maybe my sources.list file is bad? As suggested in other forums, but it didn't help. This is all freshly installed. I haven't tampered with the machine or settings at all. What is going on here?
There were two things that were needed. 1. VirtualBox preferences and 2. Guest editions for the specific VM. 1. In the top toolbar in OS, go to VirtualBox and GT, Preferences and GT, Display, and change your max resolution size. My resolution was set to automatic and the settings were too low. I changed this to hint and it allowed me to specify my own height and width. 2. Start up the VM and log in if necessary. While it's running, click Devices and GT. Insert guest edition CD image ... from the Mac toolbar. There should be some prompts on the VM's terminal, then restart the VM when it's completed.
I had similar issue with Ubuntu 18.04. Host was Mac OS Catalina and all VirtualBox's extensions were installed, but to solve the issue I've just selected other graphics controller. To do this, open Settings and GT, Display and try switch to another graphics controller.
Had this problem running Ubuntu 20.04 in VirtualBox. This was my first time running a VM. Every time I went full screen the resolution was just awful. I did everything everyone above said, but what finally fixed it was I had to go into the actual display settings in Ubuntu. I changed them to 1920 by 1080 for my HD display. That was what worked.
I had to do similar to what SG said. So, in the top toolbar in OS X, go to VirtualBox and GT, Preferences and GT, Display and change your max resolution size. My resolution was set to automatic and the settings were too low. I changed this to hint and it allowed me to specify my own height and width. Here I added the numbers from my display resolution, so now the Linux and VB became as large as the screen, but with very poor resolution. Then in VB Linux, I had to set the resolution again to same numbers. It was 1920 by 1080 for me.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.